Welcome to Lock Journey Conversations.
The conversation is just to educate you and talk about locks in general.
All types of locks, all types of hair types, all types of densities.
Angie wants you to know that we are master locksmiths.
Yes, I like that.
We want you to be able to embrace your journey. You're going to be comfortable in your own skin.
The comfort, the love of locks. We're going to give you everything you need to know on locks. You can't get better than that. Oh, look at that.
Okay. All right. We're ready.
Hello, this is Shayla.
Hi, I'm Lee.
And I'm Angela.
So today we're going to talk about lock maintenance. That's for retwist and reties, as well as lock repair. First, we'll start off with what the difference is between the two. Shayla, you want to
Okay, well, with the lock maintenance, normally beyond the retie, what I'm doing is just making sure the locks look good. I may have to touch up a lock here and there. Not a lot of true detail. It's not major, but I might have to clean it up just a tad bit, and that's while I'm actually doing the retie for me, right? When it comes to the repair, let's say the lock is thin. It's starting to thin out in an area. It's thick here, thin here, and then thick down here. Well, it's probably something that you're doing. Whether it's too much tension being applied when you're actually wearing your styles, you're leaving your styles up too long, maybe your hair is even dried out. You know, it's a number of things that can cause little malfunctions with your locks. So that would be more of reconstruction, repairing the lock, excuse me. So that would probably be the major difference for me in how I, determine the difference between the two in order how to charge just outside of doing a regular retie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are probably wondering, what's the difference between maintenance and repair, right? So lock maintenance versus lock repair. So for me, the only thing that I'm going to do when I'm doing your locks, I'm retightening, and if there is a hole or a gap, I close that up. To me, that's nothing that's included in the retightening. I could take care of that. Unless you're a new client coming in and you need a lot of that, that's different. But for established clients or a client that is new and only has a small, one or two or few locks. But repair, I don't do. I will send you to one of these ladies over here to do repairs, because repair sometimes, like Shayla said, is thin and it's short. Then it's maybe you put two together. I don't know what has happened, but the repairs is a separate charge, and it's actually a lot of work. Now, when I first started doing locks, I did something that I call lock maintenance, where I cleaned the lock up. So a lot of people had the hair on the outside of the lock. There was a lot of it. They just wanted you to go up and down the locks. That took forever.
But when you say clean it up, you're cutting?
Yeah, cutting the hair off. They wanted, yes, I would cut the loose hair off of the lock. So going up and down each lock. And that was lock maintenance for me. But if you're sitting in my chair and I'm retightening your hair and you have some extra hair that is around your lock, if it's in your new growth and I'm retightening your hair, I take that new growth and I wrap it around and make sure that stays on for the hair. But if it's just a lot of hair that's outside of your lock, that I don't know, just random hair
growing
sitting in it, that's more of a service that needs to be charged for.
Yeah.
And that's not something that I would do during a retightening. Now, I know that yours is a little different too, so you'll do like a lock repair or maintenance. Is that a separate charge for you, or how does that work?
I don't do lock repairs too much anymore, because that's, like you said, it takes a lot of time and energy that I don't want to spend on doing repairs. I will say that the lock maintenance, sometimes people will book that because they think that it's necessary in addition to their retie, and it's not.
Right.
Lock maintenance is really to maintain and exactly what the wording says. So, like you said, where you're doing any extra
The holes
or something like that, then that's it.
I even call maintenance work. Sometimes you want just something done just to make sure your locks look fresh. You don't want the whole head done, but you want your perimeter done. So that'll be a part of lock maintenance for me too.
Yeah.
That perimeter may take me 15 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that to clean you up, and I might go about 3-4 rows back. So that'll be a part of just maintaining because you're going out of town.
Right.
But everything else is good. So that I'll do, right?
Okay.
But I've had some clients that be like, well, why do I feel all this loose hair back here? And, I'm like, it depends on what your hair is doing. Either you have the hair that grows outside of the lock.
Yes.
Or you're washing and scrubbing. So you're scrubbing the loose hair away from that area too that should be locking, where that hair should actually be going into the lock and starting to lock, right? So you experienced that too, Lee?
There are some people where they've had breakage, like a stress spot in their hair. So
Yeah,
then
that
it does look like it's crawling out of the lock when really it is just thinned out. It's broken off there. And so all you have left is the short curlies of your hair and then maybe one thin piece that's hanging onto the lock.
Yes.
And so then that
That's
will require,
reconstruction.
yeah, right. That would be a repair. So you really just have to come in for a consultation sometimes or come in and mention those things at your retie so that they can be addressed and we can determine whether it's just regular maintenance or if it's something that requires some extra time. That's
Correct.
a repair, yeah.
I noticed that at reties. So I'll tell them we're not going to have the time today, right, to
Yeah.
fix this. So let's schedule just that separate appointment.
Right.
Whatever that price is per every 30 minutes or per hour, we'll do it like that. Because again, you're booking just for the retie. So I need you to book for that specific appointment so I can focus in on it, hone in on it, and make sure we're doing what you need done specifically. Because some folks think it's all included and it's just
exactly.
It's not.
Now,
Yeah.
Lee said something about how the lock starts thinning out, and when she said the word thinning, it really it reminded me about sometimes we need to combine locks, right? Because they have gotten the integrity of it at the root has gotten thinner, and there's two next to each other, and they need to be together in order for it to survive, right? So what I usually I always make an announcement when I do it. Some of my clients are like, I trust you, do what you got to do up there.
Long-term
And some of
clients,
them
yeah.
I got to tell each and every time, hey, I'm about to combine this lock with another lock. And then I physically get them the mirror.
Yeah.
And then I show them, hey, touch this lock so you can see, because some clients have been through some stuff before they got to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
trust.
they have a trust issue. So I just want to get all that out. Show you in the mirror, touch this lock. I need to put these two together or else you're going to lose this lock. So it's better to put these two together. Now it has a stronger base. This one will eventually one of them will be cut off or they'll grow together and you won't ever have to do it until the very end. But we do sometimes need to combine locks, and I will do that in a service to combine them. Speaking of combining, sometimes people want to combine their locks because maybe they had sister locks and now they want bigger locks and micro locks. Do you guys consider that maintenance, or do you consider that, is that a separate charge to combine them? Because I know that I charge if you want me to combine them and you're getting a retightening at the same time.
For me, that's a whole nother appointment, right? So that rate, that might not fall, because if I'm doing the whole head or majority of the head based on the size of the locks, that's just, hey, right in this moment, let's consult this. Let's
Yes.
figure out what I'm going to charge you for this, because that's some work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I wouldn't say book a maintenance appointment for it or reconstruction, possibly reconstruction. But it just is circumstantial. It depends on the client, what they have going on for me. I would definitely agree with the mirror thing. I'm big on that. I'm even to the point where I'll take a picture here. This is what I'm looking at so you can see. So I've always been good at that. I think my clients like that. I think clients appreciate you showing them what you're going to do or telling them what you're going to do instead of just doing it. Now,
Yes.
like you said, trust is important.
Yes.
So I have quite a few clients that would say, Shayla, do whatever you feel it needs to be done. Because I know you're going to make sure they're good. Right.
Right.
Because I'm big on your head is my head when you're sitting in my chair. So, I mean, I just think that it's important for a client to really understand that trust the process in which you're going through. You're going to have some things come along and trust that we know how to fix that, right? And we're going to send you in the right direction on how to go about doing it. But don't have the expectation that at every appointment, I'm supposed to fix every little thing that's going on, because that's not the appointment you booked. So I would say make sure, and I tell my clients a lot, make sure you're going through those services so that you know what I offer, right? So if you have not just a retie, but you feel like you may need some other work, especially if we've already discussed it, book it. So I have that extra time.
I'm not doing that because that costs me extra money.
Hey, listen, they all know. And again, it's all about educating them too. And it goes back to you having that loctician that will fearlessly just educate you. This is what's going on.
Absolutely.
This is what you need. You're either going to do it or you're not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting you know this is what needs to be done.
I'm not going to give you what you want. I'm going to give you what you need.
Yeah, but if you don't want me to fix it because you don't want to pay for it, that's going to be on you. I need you to know we might have to sign something, because I don't want you to say later that I didn't tell you.
Right.
Yeah, and I didn't fix it, or I was a cause, So, no, they're pretty good at, okay, what day are you free? You know what I'm saying? And then we schedule that next appointment for the maintenance or repairs.
What about cleaning up parts? Do you guys consider that part of regular maintenance?
That's regular retie. I'll clean it up.
Yeah,
as
and
I'm
then
going.
what do you mean by cleaning up? Because
Yeah.
I make sure that no hair is in that lock that I'm retightening. I make sure I go through and make sure that hair is separated. It's a clean part between there, and that's included.
I do that, and then I do it to a certain extent too, because I'm also of the mindset I don't want to just be breaking hair either. So I will make sure the parts are clean and they look good. You can go through yourself with the mirror at the end. But at the same time, a lot of thinning can come from breaking the hair when locticians are cleaning up that part. Part has to be super
What are
perfect.
they doing? Just going through, going.
I've seen folks actually take a comb, like a rat tail comb, and literally part through with the rat tail comb. But you're not really realizing how much damage you're potentially causing, because now you're shortening the length of the hair that was already
nobody's
tied to the lock.
hair. My clients, their hair doesn't grow over the part per se. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on their hair texture.
Yes.
Some of those.
Yes, and
where
I
it
know
grows
I have to
outside.
go in. Yeah, well, I have to go in with I usually go in with my clip that I hold the hair up. I usually can use that and just
then pull
go
it.
through, and I pull hair up and pull hair down. Go through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the hair belongs on either the top or the bottom when I'm going through the part, and so that's normally what I do. And that's usually, if I spray it with water, it's an
That's
easy
even
thing.
easier.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's an easy thing for spraying.
I do spray a lot with water when I'm going through separating row by row. And if I can separate and it just slides out, then I know I can attach it to whatever lock I'm working on. But if I have to literally break it with the comb or with my tool, then that's a problem.
Well, I got one for you. So what about those clients who have, let's just say they don't even touch the back of their hair. So from the ear, all ear to ear to the back, they don't touch the back.
It's a jungle.
Then they come into you, and everybody has that window. And what do? Are you charging extra for that or no?
Oh man, that's a lot of work.
I'm not charging
don't
extra
think
on there.
charge-
I do it as just part of the maintenance of the retire.
The retie? Yeah, I don't think I'm charging so much for that. I think I'm actually cleaning it up because some people's hair, especially folks with softer hair, softer hair seems to roll out of the lock itself. It curls up, it shrinks, and it comes out of the lock. So you'll have the bush. You'll say, I've been rubbing through my hair and it feel like it's grown so much. And not always has it grown so much. It's just the fact that you've washed your hair once or twice. and
Or
that
sweating.
Or sweating,
Yes.
yes. And it just shrinks up and comes on out. That's that softer hair texture. You know what I'm saying? So every blue moon, I personally would get my crochet needle and attach it back that way because it'll hold much better. That's just on me though.
Right.
That's not something I want the client to expect to see on a regular basis because I normally can get you cleaned up real nice just with the tool.
Yes.
But with that softer hair texture, I know that I have to kind of force it to instant lock in that moment. So if I can do it within the window of time that you're scheduled for your retie, I'm going to do it. If I can't, I have to tell you, listen, this is going to be some more additional work and additional fee.
I might be a little different because, yes, I clean up the back of their hair. Now, if this happens once or twice, I get it.
Yeah.
You shampooed your hair. You didn't get a chance to really get back there. It's a jungle, back there. So you didn't get a chance. But if you come in every time and I have to get my scissors out to get your locks apart from each other, I'm going to have to charge because it's going to take me longer now. And not only that, the pressure it puts on my fingers and my hands to actually have to really, I don't know if y'all really got in here like
trying to
this.
break it.
It's hard to get in there and you have to try, and it's the back of their head. So to get them to hold their head down so that you can actually get in there and see, and then get your scissors out to cut them apart without cutting the lock off, to get the hair apart and then to actually go in and retighten, it is extra. And it's a lot.
I gotta back you up when you say to get them to hold their heads
Oh,
down because
why did
That's
the
the
neck
sensitive
don't
part of their
work? No, the neck don't work during this time.
they're watching TV while you're so they're like this. I'm like, no, hold your head down, so I can see.
No,
like, they're really trying. I'm like,
and then you start to think, okay, maybe it don't go down like that, but let that phone ring.
yes.
I'm like, oh, it do work. It do work. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten to the point where I guide their head.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You have
no,
to.
No, for
Yes.
real.
And then some of them are so sweet, and they be like, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm sorry."
They laugh.
Me, I'm always asking, "Is my head down far enough? Am I the right way?" And I always ask because I don't want to be the reason why it's not right.
Yeah.
But the ones that are trying to turn around and talk to
And
you
look at-
or don't hold their head down, your locks are being affected.
Yeah.
Because we have to stand a certain place at a certain angle to do your hair to get your lock retightened the right way. So if you are turned and we're supposed to be working over here and you're back
That lock
here,
is gonna be
yes, it's the way we retighten is going to be turned because your turn.
I don't
so
think
when
they
we ask
understand
them,
that.
no, but we always guide their head very nicely, and move it. Be like my mom back in the day. She'd just be like,
Oh, mine
I don't
too.
even know why my neck shouldn't even work right now because mom would just turn your head
Girl,
or push
pin
your
you
head
down.
down. My sister does that too. I mean, Erica, you know I'm talking about you. She would push her head down and you just be like, okay, hold on. Like
Yes.
that hurt.
Yes.
She probably like, you hurting me by not
Yeah.
moving your head. But yeah, we kind of got sidetracked there.
No,
but
that's facts. That's true. That's real talk. Just, I mean, I just think every client should just be mindful in asking the questions. If you want to know what's going on, just ask. If you want to see what's going on, ask us to
I
show
take
you.
pictures
Ask your
sometimes
loctician.
too, and I show
Yeah.
them. I'm like, and if it takes me extra long time and I got to fight, yes, I am going to have to charge you because now I'm trying to hurry up because I know that we are on a time. We're within a window. I'm trying to hurry up and get you out of here at that window, but based on what I'm finding back here, we're not going to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you may need to come back, and
Yeah.
so that's a whole nother thing that you have to come back for, and it's a lot.
Speaking of that, I've had that happen. Where the client has so much work, right? So much work that I had to do. And I was like, this is probably going to be a 2-day thing, whether it's back to back 2 days or another day that's just good for you. Because you have so much to go, that needs to be done. But then they say, well, do I have to pay an additional fee? Yeah, it's a
Yes.
whole nother day. And I still haven't completed. So it's still by the hour. So however long I'm finishing, understand that that's what that is.
Yes.
So that's important to know too. If you're not maintaining the locks as we've guided you on, whether it's braiding and banding, especially for newer clients, and you have the looser texture hair and you should braid and band, then you have to expect the additional add-ons, the
Yes.
additional fees, because you're not necessarily doing what we've asked. And we're only educating you to help us, really. It's to help us help you look good. But I'm standing on my feet all day. I just need you to do what I'm telling you to do.
Yes. Or just cut it off.
Yeah,
cut
like-
the back off. Just cut it off.
I
and we
have, I
don't
have
to-
done that once with the client, and that made it so much better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, just because she had
undercut.
yes, because
You're not gonna miss it. Just cut it off.
the texture in the back was just hard to deal with.
Yeah.
And it made it easier for both of us.
Well,
Yeah,
most
I'm with
of
her. I
us,
got one with an undercut too.
I think mostly everyone can say that the texture they have in the back of their hair is
It's a little
different
different.
than
It's
all the
always
rest of the textures in your hair. Your hair may be
Absolutely.
straighter in the front or looser curl pattern. The back is tight.
Yes.
So it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So just to recap, on lock maintenance, we say that usually includes managing the new growth, cleaning up parts, and maintaining shape and consistency. And it's just best for the health and the intact locks just to keep them maintained. And then for lock repair, we say that's including fixing anything that's like thin or weak locks, reattaching broken locks, combining or reconstructing any sections, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the lock repair usually requires more time.
Yes.
And it also requires more skill and precision and probably an additional day, not something that you get done when you're just there for the retie.
Yes.
Anything that you guys want to add on what would be included in standard maintenance?
I do want to say this, just backing up to the combining. Every now and then you can have during a retie that you might have to combine one or two, and that's okay. Just trust that the loctician is doing that. It's not a full head of combining. But I've had a client say, well, so do I have to hang on to that and it's just going to grow all the way down? I'm like, no, you'll have the snake heads for just a moment, but we're going to keep the one that's stronger, because all you're
Yes.
doing, you have to, for locticians, you need to explain that when you combine, you're really just strengthening from the root
Yes.
on out, right? So let it grow down a few inches and then trim off that extra lock, because you no longer need it. They don't need it. You know what I'm saying? They can't even see it back there.
Right.
It's just that we've told them that's what we're doing, but let them know they don't need it, because in the end, that creates extra weight. So don't leave the snakeheads like that. It just creates weight, and you just repaired it a few months back. So you don't want to create the damage again. So keep that in mind too, because I just saw not long ago a lady with a bunch of snakeheads, and she had like they weren't traditional locks, but they were thicker micro locks.
Okay.
And I told her, I asked her, well, where do you get your hair done? And how long have you been going to that individual? And the reason I asked, right? I told her why I asked her, because she literally had a bunch of combined locks. And she explained and responded. And I was like, I really would like to see you come to me. I want to fix that because you've had those snakeheads for a long time. They were down here, and now you have some that are just hanging off.
She probably didn't want to get rid of them.
Yeah,
She-
because
she
it does
She-
create volume.
It gives the volume, but if you have some that are just hanging off,
Yeah, you need
they
to
need
cut
to
them.
be taken off. So just if you don't want to come to me, ask your loctician to cut off the dead weight because that's making it harder on
People
the
get
newer
so
lock
attached
that-
to their hair, they
Yeah.
just don't want to.
It's just hair. It's gonna grow back. It's gonna grow back. So
But Lee, what was your question though? You were saying
the maintenance.
What would be included in standard maintenance, other than new
the
growth,
retightening.
yeah, and basic parting. And then the add-ons are lock repairs, combining or resizing the locks.
Yeah. Fixing the little minor holes every now and then. You're not going to have a whole lot of them, especially if you're the one retying their hair on a regular basis.
Well, what
I
about we didn't talk about this slippage. So what?
I include that in the regular maintenance.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and I do too.
A lot of that.
But what if you have someone that has a lot? So there's a thing that you get normal slippage, right? From
Yeah, you
shampooing
do.
your hair, the soft portions of your hair. But I have one here that comes down every time, and I'm almost
not
5
like
years
it.
in.
Yeah.
It just comes down. If I forget to braid it. Okay. So we have the clients who have normal slippage in their hair, maybe one or two back here, a couple up here. But what about those ones who just don't band, don't listen to
That's
us?
how you know.
And now there's a lot of slippage. We're charging for that. Are you charging for that?
Yeah,
Yes,
because
because-
I've repeatedly told you.
Yes, yes.
I
And they keep
repeatedly
coming
told
in
you.
and they keep having this same slippage, right?
Yeah.
That means you're not banding.
And it's going to take more time
Yes.
than our regular retie schedules.
Well, and
So-
that goes back to when we're showing them the pictures of what their hair is doing, the difference between normal slippage and then now you're coming in with all this
With
slippage.
like
I
a
know
mini
you-
afro in the
Yeah,
middle.
because I think what's happening is clients don't realize even though you're getting a retie, that retie is it's not an instant lock. We're retying it so that your hair is fresh and it grows out and starts to lock. But a fresh retie is not locked hair.
Right.
Now all of my hair here, this is all
locked.
locked.
Right.
This is locked hair. But anything up in this root that I've just retied is not
Right.
locked. So that's normal slippage. Once you've washed your hair and it starts to come loose a tad bit, we understand it, right? But if you braid and band, you can condense all of that extra slippage. It doesn't have to occur. So it's just sometimes clients are too comfortable and they want to start doing what I'm doing now, and that's free washing. I'm not braiding and banding. Or they're spritzing all
Yes.
day, every day. So now you're creating that, you're undoing your retie.
Yes.
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 You're undoing your retie. So the best example I can give any client, if you ever look at someone with traditional locks, they get that palm roll majority of the time. After they get the palm roll, what does that loctician do? She puts it in a style that keeps it stuck in that same position,
Yes.
locked down. All we're trying to do is lock down that new growth. But if you undo it by not following instruction,
Right.
you're going to create unnecessary slippage. So
That's a
I'm
great
going to
point.
charge you. I say that to say I'm going to charge you because I've educated you already.
That's a great point.
My clients know. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that wraps up all of our maintenance and lock repair. Just make sure that you know that maintenance keeps the locks healthy and that the repair fixes problems and does require extra work.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
And extra money.
Oh, I do have a question for y'all. What type of tools are you using for lock repair?
I use, that curved needle like people use on dreadlocks. I use that for lock repair because it's easy for me to get it in there because it's skinny. It's a skinny tip, and usually a hole is really small to get it in there and get a loop in. That's how I use to repair. I can't use anything else to repair them.
Okay. So
How do you do it?
It depends on what the situation is. If it's the loose hair at the root, I'll probably take the crochet needle. If there's a hole, I may take that latch hook.
Okay.
If I can't get my actual tool in there to pull it through, then I'll use a latch hook. So I have several tools in the shop,
Yes.
just depending
The
on
latch
whatever
is like the
type.
crochet needle?
Yes, but it's really tiny, so it
Oh,
allows
okay.
you to get in through that hole and actually
Yes.
bring it through.
That's what I use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just different ones depending on what type of reconstruction or maintenance needs to be done. It's not going to be the same tool for everyone. Yeah.
Okay. We done for real now, y'all.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us at Lock Journey Conversations.
Yes.
Yeah,
See you
thank
next
you.
time.
Bye.
Hey, make sure you follow us on Instagram at lockjourney_conversations to stay updated on class dates, install openings, and new episodes.
Our quarterly class is a 2-day hands-on training that we schedule throughout the year, and it's perfect for anybody wanting to grow their skills and get real practice on technique.
Don't forget about our group installs. This is where you can get up to 3 people on your head. We install your hair within 4 hours or less. It's fast, it's organized, and it's a great option if you want a quicker experience without sacrificing quality. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.